HARBRS. So hopefully you can hear me all right in this video. I've got the air unit going on behind me. I contemplated turning it off, but this time of year the house is just too brutal without the air going right now. So I'm gonna leave that on so that I can survive. But I put on my mic for this, so hopefully that helps and you can hear me fine. And yeah, I've not done a lot of talking videos lately, so I might be a little bit awkward here, but I thought I would just go ahead and do this video. I've had it in my mind to do for a few days now, and I was just trying to figure out the setup for it, how I wanted to lay it out as a video topic. So this is a Ludeanetti diamond painting kit. It comes in this box here. I got this on Amazon. I checked today, they're still available. It's been on my wish list for a while. For this little bitty canvas, I picked it up because I thought the way it was pictured, it looked similar to like the mini canvases that Diamond Art Club does, but this one is actually a little bit bigger. This one's closer to like I'd say like a 20 by 20 centimeter size, so a little bit larger, but it's still the canvas there, and you have your whole kit and instructions and everything down in there once you get the plastic off. But the reason I thought I would do like an actual talking video around this is I was a little bit surprised when this came. I thought it would be one of those fold out easels, because you do get a standing easel that's made out of actual wood in the package, but once I started looking at it and I saw there's a little screwdriver in it, I was like, oh, I have to build the easel? Because the ones that come with Diamond Art Club, they just fold out. So yeah, I thought we would figure out how to do that on camera. It's probably not that complicated, but just in full disclosure, I haven't actually like put one together from scratch. So I thought I would do that and then show you, you know, sort of a progression of what this looks like once it starts coming together, because it shouldn't take too long. There's nothing going on in the canvas on the white part, so you're just doing the butterfly, the text here, and then this little bouquet of roses here. So yeah, I will link the Ludeanetti kit down below if you're interested in checking this out. I got this on Amazon Prime week, the most recent one from like a couple weeks back. I think that's when I picked this up, because this normally, whenever I see it listed, it tends to run somewhere in the $15 to $18 price range area, which this is one of those kits where it's like I liked the look of it from the example picture. I was curious about it, but for the size it is, and not knowing a lot about the company and what their quality of, you know, materials is like, I was a little bit iffy about paying that price point for a mini canvas. It's different, I think, with Diamond Art Club, because typically with Diamond Art Club products, at least their drills, they can have issues with their canvases, but at least with their drills, you know, there's across the board tend to be pretty high quality standard. So yeah, when this came up on Prime for like 11 bucks, I was like, all right, I'll try it now. So starting out, let's see if we can put this canvas, let's see if we can put the easel together. Let's see. So you have all your nuts and bolts in here, and then a screwdriver if you need to tighten it. So this is going to be your, this is the shortest one, so this is going to be your standing one, I imagine. I'm not entirely sure how they want to put all these other pieces together, but let's see. Okay, yeah, there is a explanation here, whoops, on how to put the I will get to you in a second. Okay, this, let's see, is there a piece missing? No. Okay, I get it. I see what we're doing here. Okay, so this is the shortest piece, is going to be like your standing, like I'm forgetting the word. God, my brain just had a blank. The thing on the bike when you have when you're on a bike and you put the pedal down, not the pedal, the the stop, the brake. What is the thing called when you put the brake down? Your stopper thing. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the word of it. Yeah, this is sort of like your brace piece of wood, and then you're gonna have two of these woods that are going to be like this, and then the other piece is going to be like your actual platform ledge to put the canvas on. So let me see here. Okay, yeah, these two have the I don't know if they'll show up. There we go. These two have the pointed ends, so those are going to be your side pieces like this, and then this is completely flat on both sides, so that one's going to be your ledge. So I imagine it would probably be easiest to, or do I have that backwards? Hold on. I might have this backwards, y'all. I thought the short piece was going to be the bracer piece, but I think actually, given the length of this and the fact that there's only one hole on this long piece that's flat on both ends, I'm thinking this is actually the bracer piece and the short piece is actually the ledge. I'm thinking that's how that works. So I just have to figure out how these pieces are going to go together. I don't understand why this couldn't just be a folding thing. I mean, I've done carpentry in my life before, but I'm a little out of practice with it. So let me see here. So it looks like there's one big bolt that goes through all of the pieces. I'm just trying to figure out, oops, the angle. Let's see. Okay, remove all the parts from the package. Put 3 of the longer pieces of wood together and place their heads together as a tripod. Okay, let me see. Oh, I gotcha. You would never guess that back in the day I actually got an A in geometry at one point. Sure as hell not proving it now. But I think I just figured it out. Okay, so judging from the picture and what they're describing here, it looks like you want to take the longest piece with the one hole at the top, and then your 2 long pieces that have the pointed ends, you want to butt those up against each other like so. So it looks like that. It looks like there's a chunk that's messed up here. I don't know if that's going to affect anything, but we'll see, I guess. So it looks like you're going to want to take this and run the bolt all the way through. This might actually take a little bit of finessing here, especially with that little wonky bit of wood there. So it has a screwdriver included, so if you run into issue, you can use that to kind of push that through. It's not the best screwdriver, but I was anticipating that this might not be the best one, so I brought in a different one because, as has been my luck lately, I not too long ago I bought a new pots and pans ceramic set, and in that set, again unexpectedly, it came with this screwdriver because apparently I had to put on all of the handles on all my pans. But as it turned out, the screwdriver that came with that ceramic pot set is actually a really nice diameter, because it actually turned out to be the perfect size to help me fix some other stuff in my house, some loose handles and stuff. So yeah, I went ahead and brought this one in because I figured, looking at the other one that just looks like a little watch screwdriver, that it might not do the job as well. All right, so I ran that through. Actually, let me get it a little bit more in there so that there's something for the bolt to actually bite onto a little bit better. Okay, then you're going to take one of these bolts and just put it on the end there. Alright, so it looks like this is going to work even with that little wonky piece of wood in there. Alright, so then what I'm thinking, just curious. Yeah, okay, it should work. Alright, so then the other part, I think you're just going to take this ledge, because you see there's two holes there. So then you're just going to take the ledge and bump it out, I think, and you should be able to. But then how does that, in theory that should go, that should line up, but it's not really doing that the way it's set up. Attach the smallest piece of wood to the tripod with 2 screws and tighten it with, yeah, it's saying you just put this in where the other 2 holes are, but it's not really lining up like that the way it should. I wonder. I kind of wonder though. Let me see something. Because how would that work? Okay, let me figure out where I misstepped and I'll come back. All right, I think I figured it out. So here's the issue I'm running into with their design. Basically, it amounts to, this is sort of a piss poor design for a easel. Because here's what I'm running into. The way they have it described in the information sheet is they say you want to put these 2 pointed ends together with the flat end and run the bolt through and tighten it down. I believe they say to go ahead and put the bolt on. Yeah, tighten with wing nut. So yeah, that's their explanation. The problem I run into is that once you do that, this has almost no give once that wing nut is on. So I don't have the wing nut on right now, and what I discovered is if you just put the screw through it, what you're gonna have to do with this to make their design work, it's a little bit scary, but you're gonna have to very carefully stretch this wood out just a little bit, give it a little bit of tension for the design to line up, because the way it is, you can't just pop this out and line it up, because that they would have you think that with the description on the information, you know, I don't know where all my words are going today, the instruction sheet, they would think that you could just put that on there, but it doesn't line up right, because it's not giving enough. The way it just pops out like that, it doesn't line up right. So the only way you're going to get that to line up the way they think you're supposed to have it is if you pry this open just a little bit. And it is a little scary. I don't like doing this because wood can be really temperamental with fractures and stuff. So yeah, that's how you make this work. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll finally have an easel, and then we can get to working on the canvas and seeing how that turns out. I did not expect just the easel to be such a process, but here we are. So yeah, if you get one of these, that's what you're going to want to do is put the pointed ends together like that with the flat end, but don't put the wing nut in. You're going to want the little extra wiggle that not having that bolt on there is going to give you, to stretch this just a little bit so that you can actually line up the bar here. So I'm going to do that real quick and come back. We have a somewhat workable easel. The back is moving like you would expect it to, but it is pretty tense. Yeah, I would say Ludeanetti, you can't be charging Diamond Art Club prices and be putting this bullshit in your kits. Because I got it together, but there were cracking noises in order to make it work the way you said it was supposed to work. So yeah, not impressed with this particular portion of the kit, but I think the canvas itself is going to come out great. I haven't looked at the diamonds yet, but they should be all right. The canvas itself seems to be pretty good quality, pretty standard for these type of kits. So I'll show you the diamonds real quick. Yeah, I'm still feeling some irritation with putting that easel together, but let's see what the diamonds look like. So your colors here, yeah, from what I can tell, they look pretty decent, pretty standard actually. So yeah, as much as I like the design, I'm not really feeling it for the price point for what it is, because like I said, they're out here charging like around similar price points to what Diamond Art Club charges for their mini easels, and from what I'm seeing in these crystals, they're just standard crystals. They're not blow your mind amazing crystals. They look fine, they look like they're gonna be great, but they're not the, you know, blow my mind, wow, oh my god, so dazzling level of crystals that you might see in like higher end premium type companies. But Ludeanetti out here charging premium prices for what it is. So yeah, we'll see how the end product looks. Even if these are a little bit lower grade crystals, it's okay, because what I've been doing this year, what I discovered I liked better than using the polyacrylic that a lot of people in the community use. I still like polyacrylic. I think it's perfectly good sealer, but as far as like getting that sparkle in there, extra sparkle, what I discovered I liked even better was using the gloss varnish that you use on clay products, air clay products. You can get the varnish for that, and that makes it shine like crazy compared to what I used to get with polyacrylic stuff. So even if these are a little bit more muddy looking, once I put the clay glaze on it, I think it'll look great. So yeah, that's what we're working with. So yeah, I'll show some stages of this coming together, and then give you a all done at the end. So stay tuned. That last little bit, and then my phone died. So yeah, the last little section I did was putting in the these orange ones, I think, and then the pearl ones here, and then I was done. So this is how it looks all done. I thought I would show it to you just as is before I clean the drills, before I seal it or anything. This is just what it looks like, just with the drills it came with, put on the canvas, nothing extra done to it. Pretty nice. Came out really nice. So yeah, I still stand by what I said as far as like the quality of the drills is still really standard for pretty much any crystal kit you would get. It doesn't necessarily qualify itself for the upgraded price point that they sell these at, but it's still really pretty, and it would be a really cool gift for, you know, anybody you're in a relationship with, or just a friend or a relative that you really care about, or if you need to remind yourself, because, you know, regardless of who you have in your life, when you get to the point where you can tell yourself that you're loved and appreciated and valued, and you can give yourself all of those accolades and all that, that's one of the most empowering places you can be in life. When you, I mean, granted, it feels amazing when other people say it to you, but when you can tell it to yourself and you can believe it, regardless of who else is saying it, you're going to be so empowered and set up for good things. So if you just need to get this as a reminder for yourself, that's kind of why I got it. If you need the little reminder there, get it for yourself or get it for somebody else. I don't know. Or don't get it at all. I'm just sharing these projects as I find them and complete them. So yeah, I'm going to let my phone finish charging up. I'll do the little completion reel, you know, the little few seconds thing on the shorts. If you want to see that, that will be linked below. I'll also put the Amazon link for this down below for anybody interested. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, checking this out, and we will talk soon. And remember, you're loved. Bye guys.